Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today we are from Group 11. We are going to talk about Sustainability Development Goal SDG in Venezuela. We are excited to share some information with you guys. To start, we will begin with the intro. Well, by the end of this section, you guys will have a better understanding about Sustainability Development Goal SDG in Venezuela. Introduction. The Sustainable Development Goal (SDG), adopted by United Nations member states in 2015, with 70 goals for the world to achieve by 2013. Regarding growth and development, the SDG recognizes the importance of stable economic growth in achieve social and environmental progress. Global development is a crucial as it ensures that progress is inclusive, address the needs of all, especially the most vulnerable, while safeguard the planet resource. Example, the SDGs also help steer the world toward a just, peaceful, and prosperous future for all walks of life in those countries.
Next is the question attached in this project, which is integration of SDG into Venezuela national economic policy. The government of Venezuela integrates the SDG into its national economic policy through the National Development Plan, focusing on poverty eradication, economic diversification, and improving social inclusion, healthcare, and education. First, the collaboration between the Venezuela government and the SDG focus on poverty reduction, which is SDG 1, with initiatives like Mission Vivienda and Mission Alimentation aiming to address housing shortage and food insecurity despite challenges posed by inflation and limited economic activity. Second, the economic crisis in Venezuela has led to limited access to healthcare, with inflation, declining purchasing power, and reduced funding for public health programs exacerbating inequality and hindering the achievement of SDG 3, which is health and well-being. Third, the Interim National Strategic Plan aligned with the Plan de la Patria 2035 focused on improving food and nutrition security, enhancing livelihood, building climate resilience, and strengthening productive and logistical capacity in Venezuela. Fourth, the World Food Programme will prioritize vulnerable groups in Venezuela, including children, school staff, pregnant women, nursing mothers, people with disabilities, indigenous and Afro-descendant communities, and those affected by natural disaster. Fifth, Venezuela integrates environmental conservation into its economic policy by creating protected areas like AIMAN National Park to preserve biodiversity, contributing to SDG 15, although challenges like deforestation and illegal mining threaten its effectiveness. For summary, in this part, Venezuela has attempted to integrate the SDG into its national economic policy through framework like the National Economy and Social Development Plan and the Homeland Plan, prioritizing environmental protection and economic diversity, but ongoing economic crisis and instability pose significant challenge to achieve these goals.
Next, we go through the Venezuela government's role promoting green economy initiative aligned with SDG. The government of Venezuela shows various roles to promote green economy initiative in line with the Sustainable Development Goals, which is SDG. Venezuela also faced obstacles to succeed in that role as a result of the economic crisis, political instability, and lack of infrastructure. For your information, initiatives undertaken such as exploration of investment in renewable energy, especially solar and wind energy. Venezuela also participating in the Paris Agreement and giving the initiative a special name, which is the Mission 3. Therefore, the government is also taking steps to protect the Amazon rainforest and other critical habitats from deforestation and degradation. From this part, can be concluded the government's efforts to integrate the green economy will certainly produce strong results, but they must preserve and learn to overcome the challenges that hinder such success.
For impact of innovation and technology on economic growth and SDG achievement in country case. First, it creates opportunity for innovation and technology. For example, economic diversification and job creation, which is it can help to reduce dependence on oil export, develop new sectors, agriculture. It also create precision farming, AI-based crop monitoring, which support the SDG goals. Number 2, which is zero hunger, and fintech and e-commerce, which introduce new industries and jobs supports, which is SDG goals number 1, which is no poverty, SDG goals number 8, decent work and economic growth. Then it also make sustainable energy development, which is innovation in renewable energy and smart grid system, which is stabilized power supply, and it support SDG goals number 7, affordable and clean energy, and SDG goals number 13, which is climate action. It also abandon renewable energy resources such as hydro, solar, and wind. For challenges and barriers to achieve this innovation and technology in Venezuela, which is economic instability, hyperinflation, and currency devaluation draining resources for technological advancements. Then, it also lack of infrastructure deficiencies, which is frequent power outrage, and poor internet connectivity hinder scalability of solutions. Also, research and talent limitation. Venezuela have low R&D investment, which consume to brain drain due to skilled professionals immigrating. Lastly, political economic isolation, which is limited access to global technologies, partnerships, and market.
For Venezuela's commitment to renewable energy, which means contribution to economic development and SDG achievement. The vision for the future is represent a transformative opportunity for a sustainable and resilient future and serve as a model for balancing economic growth with environmental stewardship. First commitment is to photovoltaic energy. Venezuela pledged to generate 30% of its electricity from photovoltaic at the 29th United Nations Conference of the Parties, emphasized by Minister Josué Lorca as a shift towards sustainable energy through training, technological development, and projects. Second, economic diversification. Transitioning from oil reliance to renewable energy supports economic diversification. Renewable energy offer long-term stability and reduce dependency on fossil fuels. The global and local impact. Enhance climate diplomacy and position Venezuela as a leader in sustainable development. Promote poverty alleviation, community development, and ecological conservation. Then, the strategic benefit. Renewable energy improve energy reliability, drive job creation, and contribute to economic stability. Strengthen Venezuela's ability to meet global climate and sustainable development commitment. Next is Venezuela's SDG contribution. For SDG 7, ensure affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all, addressing electricity access challenges and improving quality of life. SDG 8, create jobs in renewable energy sector like manufacturing, installation, and research, fostering economic growth and diversification. SDG 13, reduce greenhouse gas emission, aligning with the Paris Agreement and combating climate change. Then SDG 15, minimize environmental degradation, promote conservation, and protect biodiversity through cleaner energy system. And the last one, SDG 17, highlight the importance of international partnership for resource mobilization and knowledge transfer. So that's all Venezuela's commitment to renewable energy. Thank you.
For balancing economic growth and environmental sustainability in Venezuela under the SDG, first, key challenge and current context. First point, economic reliance on oil. For example, drive economic stability but cause environmental degradation. Impedes progress on SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, and SDG 13, climate action. Second, renewable energy potential. Guridam showcase hydroelectric potential, reliance on fossil fuel and outdated infrastructure limit clean energy transition. Third, commitment to climate action. Ratified the Paris Agreement but struggled with implementation due to governance and economic challenge. Number two is environmental conservation effort. For the first point is biodiversity preservation, such as protecting ecosystem like the Amazon rainforest and Orinoco Delta support SDG 14 life below water and SDG 15 life on land. National park and protect area aims to combat habitat loss and deforestation. Second, tension from resource extraction. The Orinoco mining occurs, deforestation, water contamination, displacement of indigenous community, contradict goal for SDG 10, reduce inequality.
And lastly, in conclusion, the Venezuelan government and NGOs work together to advance the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) despite many challenges. Government programs like Mission Vivenda and Mission Alimentation focus on reducing poverty and hunger, which is SDGs 1 and 2, by improving access to basic services. Environmental efforts, such as the reforestation program, Mission Arbor, and protected areas, aim to address SDGs 13 and 15. Investment in renewable energy like solar and wind support SDG 7, though political and economic issues limit progress. NGOs help fill gaps by improving healthcare, food security, and services for vulnerable groups, while promoting recycling and conservation, which is in SDG 12. Despite obstacles, collaboration, international support, and local involvement are key to achieving long-term development in Venezuela. And that's all for our explanation about Sustainability Development Goals SDG in Venezuela. Thanks for watching. Thank you.